Rifting on me. Guy rifting on me. Landing on me.
Yeah, same.
In this clip you guys just saw, TFUE did a 90-degree turn running on the right-hand side, rotating left. There's multiple ways to do 90-degree turns. I'm going to show you guys just a few of them. And in this video, we're going to build our way up to the side TFUE built on, but we're going to start with this side. To master this is probably going to take you maybe an hour, maybe a few, to master all of the different types. But once you master it, it'll be really good for you. Before we start this, I just want to mention, it makes things a lot easier. If you have your buttons bound to C, E, and Q like I do, or like even on your keyboard, it makes building a lot easier if you go into your settings and change your keybinds real quickly. Like the only thing you need to change to make things so much easier, in my opinion, is you go down here to sprint by default. That way you free up the shift key. So basically now when you change that setting, you can set your crouching to shift, right? So that benefits a lot because now instead of having to hold shift down, I can literally keep my pinky up like this if I wanted and just keep running. I don't have to hold it down and cramp my fingers while doing these rotations. So that's really beneficial, especially since you don't have to be holding it down, wasting a finger. I mean, you can do it if you want. It's not required. It's just, it might make things more complicated, honestly, because you're going to be holding down multiple keys now. So first of all, there's multiple different styles you can do it in, like I said before. But I'm going to show you guys the most basic way I learned it, and then the more advanced way I learned it, and another way I learned it, and then so on, okay? So what you're going to want to do is I'm going to take this really slow for you guys. You're going to place the floor. You're going to run up. You're going to place the wall, and then the wall, right? You're going to go all the way to the side, jump like this, right? While it's doing it. If sometimes you're going to want to jump every single time, because if you don't, what will happen is you go like this when you're running, and you're going to get stuck underneath, right? So, side note, this is what a lot of competitive players will call Harry Pottering, when you're stuck under a ramp, because Harry Potter was forced to live under a staircase. You're going to want to jump with it. So when you're going fast, it'll look like that. Also, you can, TFUE sometimes does it like this, where he goes like this, and it goes up too, like that, right? So you could do that too, that works. I do that sometimes, it's really good for taking high ground, and it costs a lot less mats. You can obviously make this more advanced by like putting like a floor and make it like that, triangle. You'll see a lot of pro players do that when they're doing this. You would only use this method below you. If they're below you and you're shooting up, you want to put the floor as well. Like the floor is absolutely essential if they're below you. So the next method that you'll see TFUE using a lot is what he'll do is this is the more advanced method of the first one. Like if you're going to learn this one, don't start with this one. Start with the one I just showed you guys before. That's how I did it, and it's easier to learn it with the first method and then move to the more advanced method, because all the difference is you're adding a floor in. It's at that simple of a difference. So what you're going to want to do is you want to start by placing your floor. Then you're going to want to go up and place those walls, right? And you're starting, you want to put that. You can also obviously put another wall there if you want. So you can go like that to start the first one. And then what you're going to want to do is you want to look down and put the floor down. So do this slow when you're starting. Just go like this, look down, then go like that, right? Go like that, and you can start speeding it up. Sometimes you'll Harry Potter yourself, but it takes some practice, right? And then you can start to build up faster and faster and go up and build the speed once you master it. I've been doing this, I've been practicing this for maybe about 5 hours now, tonight. And I'm starting to get the hang of it a lot better than I used to. So like, don't be afraid if you don't get it at first. It literally took me hours to get this down pat. At first, when I was doing it, if I had footage, I would look like this. Like I literally looked like this when I started, and I caught myself constantly like that. So don't be discouraged if you mess up. I messed up a lot, and the pros probably messed up a lot. So what you can do here is you can go up like that with those rotations, right? And now we're gonna move on to the next one. There's other ways you could do 90-degree turns. A streamer called WixieMate was teaching me another way. It's something to do with like, you go like, if I remember correctly, you go like that. Something like that, you like rotate it around. And so you go like that. It's weird, I don't fully understand it. I mean, you can do that one if you want. And if you guys want me to, I'll make a video on every single way you can possibly do a 90-degree turn. And I'll literally master every single way for you guys and then make a video for you guys. If that's what you guys want.
Rifting on me. Guy rifting on me. Landing on me.
Yeah, same.
As he goes up like this, rotates up, puts his wall there, he moves up another one, then he goes like that with the rotation that we practiced, and he puts his floor there and he jumps up like that, right? The thing is, this side, I taught you from this side right here because you get a wider field of view. If you notice on your screen, on half of your screen, you'll be able to see better on that side of the screen, right? So if you're like peeking someone, if you have a wall, for instance, right here, and you're peeking, you can see from this angle, right? But if you try to peek from this angle, you can't see very much at all. Like you have basically no peek that you can see, right? And if you try to do this, you can't see. But if you go to this side and you try to do that, you can see because it's over the shoulder from this side. So it's easier to push from this side and see things from this side. So that's why you can rotate with this side, but it doesn't give you an advantage. If you rotate from this side, it gives you an advantage. But you can still do it from this side. There's nothing stopping you from doing it from this side. It's just that you'll have more of an advantage doing it the other way. But if you want to do a rotation like this, facing this way really fast to get TFUE's teammate Cloak was right there in a 1x1. So instead of rotating this way and rotating that way and moving that way, he decides to move this way. So that's why he's rotating on this side. It's useful if you want to move in a certain direction because you're going to rotate to the left if you're going on this side of the ramp. So what he does is he goes like this, goes like that. He places his walls. He does the way that we taught you with the floor. So you do it that way. I just did it the other way just because I wasn't thinking. But then he goes like this and he forts up right there. If you want at this point, I'm pretty sure you could just go like that. But the thing is, you'll lose that extra support because now, if I wanted to break, if I was enemy and I wanted to break you down, so now the thing is, you can rotate it like this. But remember, if you're the enemy player, all they have to do is just break this, and your entire thing crumbles. So just make sure your ramp is just like still connected somehow. You can also build up higher. So you could do that if you wanted to have a little bit extra support. But remember, the higher you go, the higher chance you die. So that can give you an advantage for a temporary amount of time. And that's how TFUE did it. If you guys found this video useful on 3 strats that TFUE uses to build in Fortnite, then please do subscribe to my YouTube channel for Fortnite tips and tricks you guys can't find anywhere else. And I will see you guys all in the next video. And I hope you guys enjoy the next TFUE tutorial I upload, guys. I'm going to upload them every week. So I hope you guys enjoy and have a good one. Peace out, guys.
I'm serious, I told you that I'm serious. The way I could cut it and chop it, send you delirious. I ain't playing, I got my pistols up in the air, shooting them off at the same time, just because I don't care. And I'm trained for this, been practicing my whole life. You said that I couldn't do it, but I'm sat here right. You said I wouldn't take off, well I'm on the next flight. Said whatever you want.